Hey, what's up, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24-hour day, coming to you on WOD Studios, the best in college radio. I'm your host, Brendan Abbott, and my two co-hosts, Kyler Lewis to my right, Rashad Pinnell to my left. Gentlemen, how you guys doing this morning? How y'all feeling?
Man, it's already a long day.
It's already a long day. Bro, we're only a few
That's
hours
crazy,
in.
right?
It's already a long day. Rashad, how about you? How you feeling?
Let me tell you,
Man, let you tell us.
got a restless night, tired.
All right.
This is how I knew it was gonna be a bad day. When I walked out the house and started skating to work. Right now it's almost time for work, so I can't turn around because I'm gonna be late.
Mm-hmm.
Realized I left my comb. Now my head is rough. So that's how I know it's gonna be a bad day.
Hey, at least your hair ain't as rough as mine.
Hey, at least you combed yours.
Thought I did. This is straight patch. This is patchwork right here. But y'all, let's talk about these topics for for today. So we're going to talk about the NFL releasing the schedules for this upcoming season, and we're going to grade who has the toughest schedule and who actually has the easiest schedule for what it looks like in the NFL. Then we'll get into a bit about the Rams trade to move up to the number one spot, and did they give up too much in trading up to get to the number one spot in this year's draft? And then also we'll talk about the NBA playoffs and which playoff series we're most likely to see an upset in. But to get things started off, so the NFL released the schedules for all the teams in the NFL this past week, and it was an eventful week for the NFL, honestly, like we talked about with the trade and everything. But they released the schedules for everybody, for every single team this week, and some people may see some teams have easier schedules than others. So, gentlemen, which team do you think has the hardest schedule from the schedule release this upcoming year? Rashad, we'll start for you. Which team do you think has the hardest schedule?
I think the 49ers is going to have a nice little road ahead. But it goes more into factors more than just their strength of schedule, because their strength of schedule is one of the top hardest. But also there's other factors that lead into, reasons why I feel like they have the hardest schedule overall.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to go in now? You want me to go to Khalid and you first, or what's up?
Yeah, give me your reasons why.
So we all know the 49ers are bad. Bad.
That's a fact.
If you look at the list of who they gotta play, they have to go to the Panthers, they have to go to the Patriots, they gotta go to the Seahawks twice, you gotta go to the Rams twice, which isn't an easy game. You got to go through the Cowboys, the Cardinals twice. So you're looking at it's like, man, who are you going to play that's easy?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Jets. I mean, the Jets ain't no slouch. The Bears. I mean, you look at this schedule like, yo, they have no easy games that's going to win. And you see his team who's struggling to get a quarterback identity there. They have no pieces there. They got a coach who just got fired because he couldn't do anything in the old offense he was at other than the first year. So you'll get this team like, you're a discombobulated team playing one of the hardest schedules that you can play against. Will they win a game?
Will they win a game? Goodness gracious. That's rough. All right, Carla, who do you think has the hardest schedule?
I'm definitely going to say the 49ers as well. Just looking at their first couple games, they play the Vikings, they play Pittsburgh, they play – oh, wait, that's the wrong one. My bad. But, yeah.
You were going. I was like, come on. Yeah. That's the 49ers schedule?
Pulled up the wrong one. My bad. I got you. All right. Here he is. They playing home games against
Rams first.
Yeah. And Arizona, Seattle, Dallas, New York Giants.
Play the Panthers, Seahawks.
They do play the Panthers.
Cowboys, Cardinals, Bills. Goodness gracious.
They play Arizona twice. It's just, I don't know, it's just looking rough for them. Plus, they weren't really a team last year, and it's for them to be playing these strong playoff teams, and they got to play them twice. Then they got to play Panthers twice.
Yeah.
It's just not looking good for them.
They play them once.
Yeah, they play them once. They play the Patriots.
They play the Patriots once. The Panthers once.
I mean, you got to play the Patriots though.
I mean, they're playing that whole AFC East division. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they have a good amount
tough
of teams
defense in the Jets.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I can just to be different, because you know what? I can understand why y'all go with the 49ers, because you look at it, Rams week 1, then you go to the Panthers, and then the thing is they got to travel for these games too. So you're going to the Rams in Los Angeles, then you got to go to Carolina, then you got to come back to the West Coast for Seattle, then you got to go back to the East Coast for Dallas. Actually, no, Dallas would be at home, so they play Dallas at home. Then you play Arizona at home. Then you
South.
No, I'm saying they're playing at home.
Oh,
they're playing in San Francisco. So then you play them at home. You play the Cardinals at home. Then you got to travel to Buffalo to play the Bills. Then you got to come back home to play the Bucks. You play the Saints at home. Then you're gonna play the Cardinals in Arizona. You're gonna play the Patriots back at home. Then you got to go back to Miami, and you got to go to Chicago. Then you got to come back home. And being on the West Coast is not easy. With this kind of schedule, it's not easy.
They got to go back and forth each week.
That's the toughest part about the schedule, is because they have to keep flying from place to place, and then in that California living, it's not easy. You got to travel all over the place. But I think the Jets have a tough schedule as well. I mean, I'm looking at the Jets. You got to play week 1. You're playing the Bengals, who aren't slouches, at least in the regular season. Then you play the Bills. Then you play the Chiefs. Then you play the Seahawks. You're playing the Steelers. You play the Cardinals. You play the Ravens. You play the Browns.
Come on now.
The Browns. Come on.
No, but I mean, when you look at the 49ers schedule, they play the Bucks. They play the Saints. Those teams weren't exceptional last year.
That's it.
That's like
they also play the Seahawks, the
Patriots. These guys, and then these guys play the Cardinals. They play the Steelers.
I'm taking into factor how good the team is as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still tough.
I mean, no, because see, think about it. You can get like the Patriots. You know, people be like, if the people player, let's say the Patriots
and they're getting the Patriots in November. So even if Tom Brady gets suspended, he will be there for that game.
Let's say the Patriots had
they always got
the Falcons schedule or the 49ers schedule. Let's say either one of them, because actually the Falcons have a really tough schedule too.
Yeah.
But let's say they had one of those schedules, and then because of the Patriots, they were like, well, a lot of these games are wins for the Patriots. But you look at these other teams, like you put the Jaguars in a situation, like, well, Jaguars might not win a game type thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this guy.
No, I feel like you're taking effect of how good the team is.
I do understand that, but we're also taking the fact this team doesn't have a quarterback right now. Yeah. So they're kind of
riding on the coattails of the defense.
I mean, Colin Kaepernick is their quarterback. They just don't know if they're going to trade him. Honestly, that's the truth. They don't know if they're going to trade him.
Come on now.
I mean, they don't know if they're going to trade him, but
these guys don't have a guy signed to play quarterback. They don't. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not even signed to play right now for them, so they don't got a guy right now. They're just right now. Their guy is Geno, from what it seems like.
Hey, which Geno was a starter until he got his jaw broke.
And Blaine Gabbert was a starter.
Hey, Blaine Gabbert.
And there's a reason why Geno got relegated to the bench.
He got relegated to the bench because he got his jaw broke.
I mean, and Blaine
Gabbert got his bench because he couldn't break David Guerra's record.
I mean,
which nobody until Blake Bortles could do.
Look.
Oh my God.
If we're talking about the teams you gotta play in front of you, this is tough too. I mean, think about it. They're playing the whole NFC West, and then they're playing the AFC North. What it seems like, they're playing from part of the AFC North. So it's like these dudes have a tough schedule also.
But I mean, you can say the same thing about every team in the NFC West. Y'all gotta play each other in the NFC West,
and you have to play each other in the AFC East.
It ain't the same as the NFC West, bro.
It's not bro. I mean, the AFC East is tougher now. Think about it. They had 3 teams that could have made the playoffs last year. The Bills were 1 game out. We had 2 teams that could make the playoffs. The Rams were 2 games out.
Hey, that's 2 games out. That's almost.
Yeah, the Bills were 1 game out, and so were the Jets. The Jets.
But you gotta remember, the Patriots is in that division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta remember the Seahawks is in
the Seahawks.
The Cardinals are in that division.
But I'm saying that's part of what makes this division tough. Ever since now that Bill or Rex Ryan moved to the Bills, and you bring Todd Bowles over from Arizona to coach this team, they're tough. They're tough, man. The Jets are tough, and you can't overlook them. And then the Dolphins. You see all the signings the Dolphins made this year.
Which is why their schedule isn't that hard.
But here's the thing. They're playing a tougher – the bottom of the NFC West is not as tough. Like, the last team in the NFC West is not as tough as the last team in the AFC West. The 49ers are the last team in the NFC. Yeah, the 49ers are the last team. The 49ers are the last team. And then in the AFC West or AFC East, the last team is Miami, and they got on considerably better too. So that's tough, man. You gotta play.
But Miami's bad too.
Hey,
Yeah,
Miami has a
both
great
bad,
front
yeah.
No, but they got a lot
They
better
have a
once they
great
fired
front line.
the
They
They got
have
a lot
no
better.
offensive.
once they
Don't
fired
make-
the offensive coordinator and then they signed Mario Williams this offseason too.
Yeah, see, their
That don't make
no
defensive
offense.
line is
They
great.
They're about to be
Their
nasty.
defensive
They about
line
to
is
be
come on,
nasty.
Oh no,
no.
their front
know
their
the
front
defensive
four
with the
going to be
Patriots.
nasty.
I-
Their front four is going to be nasty.
But I'm saying that's still a
The
tough
whole
play.
team.
That's still a tough play. I'm saying that's still a tough play. we look at the NFC West and you look at their bottom team, the 49ers. I mean, people look at the 49ers looking at their chops. Like that's exactly how people are looking at the 49ers. They're like,
What they do again, brother?
I can't do it again, bro. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I
So
can't do
what
it
about
again.
what about the Falcons? I mean, they got to go through. They got to go through the Panthers. They got to go through the Broncos.
See, but
They
here's
got to go through the Patriots.
Here's the only thing-
thing.
But here's the only thing for the Panthers schedule for me, because the Panthers, you also get the luxury of playing the Bucks twice. You know what I'm saying? You get to play
Well,
the
see,
Saints twice,
they're
and
good.
both those teams weren't considered. You respect those teams because of who? Drew Brees and Sean
Mhm.
Payton, and you respect the Bucks because now Jameis Winston is there. And he's playing all right.
You don't respect Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston played all right last
Yo.
season. That's the first. And
No.
what's the running back's name?
I feel like Josh Freeman had a better season there than Jameis Winston did.
What's the running back for Tampa?
He's gone
Sorry,
though.
of course.
Doug Martin.
Or
Is he gone? Did he get traded? Didn't he sign somewhere else?
I think he might have actually.
I'll let you know right now.
Bro, the Panthers schedule is kind of low key.
Well, no, the Panthers could but the Falcons schedule. I mean,
I like the Panthers schedule. The Panthers have to play the NFC West also. So
But I mean,
they're playing the whole NFC West along with it. But
no, he's still at Tampa Bay.
Doug Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet. But you know what I'm saying?
we
Like
had games against the 49ers, the Falcons. I played Falcons twice.
who?
Oh,
Oh, you talking about the Panthers
Panthers,
schedule?
yeah.
Yeah, they play everybody in their division twice.
that's crazy.
And that's the thing. I feel like the Bucks, even though the Bucks and the Saints are teams that you might look down at them and be like, because the Saints are a tricky team. At one
It's
day,
so sad to see their regression.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
One day it was legit after Bountygate. After that Bountygate thing, they just went.
And I love watching the Saints, but I love watching Drew Brees is my favorite quarterback in the league right now.
Really,
Like I enjoy watching them play, but they've just been so bad. I just can't watch them play.
I love watching Turbo Tom.
Turbo time.
Turbo
why.
Tom.
I don't know why.
12, man. You don't know why. He be carving up teams. What you
Yeah.
mean? He be carving up teams.
Yeah,
That sounds like a salty guy that Tom Brady's came through and visited once or twice. I'm just saying. But y'all, let's get to the easiest schedules. Which team do you think y'all think has the easiest schedule on the slate? Carla, let me hear your easiest schedule team first.
All right. I'm gonna give it to the Packers.
The Packers.
The Packers.
Okay, why?
Let's see, they play the Jags.
Hey, don't bring up them like they're bad.
I mean, they're not gonna beat the Packers.
Hey, watch it happen. Watch it happen.
They play the Jags. The Giants haven't been as good as they could be. The Falcons, the Colts, Titans, Redskins, they iffy.
Mhm.
Iffy to me. The Eagles as well. The Texans. They play the Bears twice actually. Yeah, because they're in the division. And they played the Vikings and the Lions. I feel like this is one of the relatively easier schedules rather than the ones that we've seen, because they don't have to play like the Panthers twice or teams in the AFC like the Patriots or like what's another hard team that the Packers can't really handle off on offenses. Pittsburgh. Yeah, it just seems like they just miss a whole lot of. They just got.
They miss a lot of powerhouses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just this is one of the relatively easier schedules that we've seen.
All right, Rashad, what about you?
Cowboys. And I see 14-2.
Man, you just don't.
This is not even being biased.
Man.
Cowboys gotta play the NFC East, which is easy because everybody in the team's bad.
Man.
You gotta play the Bears, which they had no identity last year. You gotta play the
Everybody,
49ers.
everybody,
The 49ers. The Bengals may be a difficult game, but the Bengals ain't got the offensive power like we got the offensive power.
Oh,
They got a
man.
quarterback and a receiver named AJ Green, but we got a quarterback and a receiver and a running back named Terry McFadden. Des Bryant and Tony Romo and Jason Witten. Don't forget the tight end. Then we got the Browns. The Browns.
No, the Browns is trash.
Then we got the Steelers, which isn't a complete team. Other than Bionic Man himself, Ben Roethlisberger, who can never stay out of a game. We got to worry about him.
Taking shots to your team, probably.
I mean you go fry him up.
I'm not frying him up. He's not human. And then Antonio Brown, but no Montavious Bryant. So I'm about to show you now this season that Antonio Brown isn't as good as you think he is.
Antonio Brown?
I'm about to show you not as good without watch. You'll see.
But haven't we proved this already?
Then we got the Bucks. The Vikings, we struggle stopping the run. As of late, we struggle stopping the run. So AP might have 200 yards. Might. But that'd be it. Because they won't win. And then the Lions with no Calvin Johnson. Oh, yeah. This is looking promising.
This man
You said 14-2? That's a stretch.
Man.
I mean, you know what I want to say? I want to say 16-0, but
No, that ain't happening.
Cowboys find a way to mess it up. But all these teams are easily beatable by the Cowboys. Easily.
All of them?
All of them.
Nah, I don't think that. All of them.
There is no game on the schedule this year that's a struggle. There should be a struggle.
This man said
Packers? I mean, not the Packers.
I might lean towards saying the Titans might have the easiest schedule, because when I'm looking at their slate of games, the Titans play the Vikings week 1. They play the Vikings are no slouches.
Yeah.
And then they play the Lions, who's regressed in this past year. They play the Raiders, who's a solid team. The Texans, who actually won the division last year, and now they just signed Brock Osweiler. They signed they play the Dolphins, play the Browns. You play the Colts. You play the Jaguars. You play the Chargers. You play the Packers. You play the Colts. You play the Bears, and the Broncos, and the Chiefs, and Jaguars, and Texans to finish out the season. I think they might.
Actually,
you can't say that's the easiest. One, because that Titans team isn't that strong to win these games.
I mean, but some of the other teams aren't as strong as them.
Yeah, as far as opponents that they're getting put in front of them, I look at it as there's legit 1, 2, 3. They play 4 playoff teams in that whole schedule. They play only 4 playoff teams. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, the only playoff teams you play is Minnesota. You play Texans. You're playing the Packers, and then Denver. Those are the only teams that made the playoffs on their whole schedule.
Cowboys only played 3. The Steelers made it, right? Steelers made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, the Steelers made the playoffs.
Steelers, Packers, and Redskins.
You're playing another. Well, yes, you do play. You do play the Redskins twice.
Yeah.
Hey, they won y'all division last year.
7-9.
They were 9. They were 9-7.
No, what are they?
Yeah, they were 9-7.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Get the Redskins. I mean, crazy Kirk Cousins, man. Captain Kirk coming through. I'm saying,
them twice.
I know from how I know the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all will at least split the game with the Redskins. Y'all will split with the Redskins. Y'all are gonna lose to another team in y'all division at least once. Probably 2 of them. You're probably gonna split three of the games against or 2 of the games against teams in your division. You're probably gonna split like the Eagles or somebody. You might actually sweep a team in your division. I don't know who. I don't know if
normally do. We normally sweep 1. We actually normally sweep
y'all
2
normally sweep 1.
Normally.
We
sweep 2 and split 1.
You don't normally mean it's a routine.
Don't consider last year, man.
I'm just saying. Okay,
I mean, that's probably
go to last year. Go to the year before. Go to the year before that. Go to the year before that.
2 years ago, we swept the Redskins.
But what about the year before that too?
No, we didn't sweep them. We split them. We swept the Giants 2 years ago.
What about the year before that also?
We swept the Redskins.
The year that y'all
Giants though.
You better pull it up.
Yeah, man.
Pull it up.
Yeah, man. Sweeping is a regular thing for y'all to sweep most of the teams in your division.
You said don't change the word for most.
I see y'all.
That one word most.
No, huge. Yeah, most because
most is huge.
Two. You guys that only have 4 teams in your division. That means you sweep 2 of them. I said you at least split 1 game with 2 of the teams in your division. That means you're losing one of the games.
And you can sweep the other team.
Yeah, you admitted that y'all would split with the Redskins. That means you're gonna lose to one of either the Eagles or the Giants. That's what I said.
Okay, here we go. In 2014, we beat the where did it just go? We beat the Giants. We beat the Giants. We swept the Giants. We split with the Redskins. We smashed them the last game. and we
Just had to throw that out.
and
there.
we split.
Yeah.
We split the
And you
Eagles.
split
I don't
again.
think-
That was
And y'all
2014.
split.
That was
Exactly.
2014.
It's not a routine. That was
What
your
about-
best season.
what about
That's the
2015?
best
I'm
season
gonna
y'all
put
had.
2015.
And,
Oh, wait a minute. No, that was last year. That was 2013.
that was the best season y'all had.
2013.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That was a while.
And y'all had how many losses y'all had 2015? 2013, 8 losses, right? And you want to tell me y'all didn't split? For sure. Come on. Look at the numbers.
500.
Come on. Your best chance of 2014 and y'all still
Hey, we
split.
swept the Giants.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
Come
the
on.
most
We
routine.
swept the Redskins,
That's the most routine thing is y'all do is sweep.
and we split the Eagles. In the last game was 24-22.
The score don't matter. The
It don't
fact that
matter.
matter
It
is
don't
you
matter.
split.
We almost
You
swept all
split.
three.
Almost.
Oh.
How routine is it then?
I mean,
Huh?
they almost.
In the last out of the
Wait,
last
wait,
3
wait.
years, y'all
That-
have not swept. So it's not
Yes,
that
we have.
routine.
You know
No,
that.
no, I'm saying y'all have not swept the most of your division in the last 3 years. You said y'all swept
Most
in
teams
the
don't do
last
that.
3 years. Oh, whatever,
Most teams don't do
whatever. Oh, come on. But yeah, you claim the Dallas Cowboys did it.
Hey,
You're-
they will.
You claim the Dallas. Oh, they
I'm
will.
just
They
saying.
will. Now
I mean,
they
I
will.
said-
no, look.
Oh.
I gave them 2 losses. I told you they'll find a way to lose 2 games.
Oh, and so the 2 games
Two
going to come into the
games.
division.
One's gonna come to the division.
Wow.
No, that's
wow.
crazy.
There's no way. There's no way. Herm Edwards. I mean, he's an Eagle. He's an Eagle at heart. But he even gave the Dallas Cowboys 8-8. That's what he gave them.
That's
And
disrespectful.
I don't
That's
agree
not
with that.
disrespectful.
That's
I don't agree with that. I would give y'all 10-6.
Come on.
I give him
Nah,
10. Nah, I give him
10-6.
10-6
Well, I
too.
think it was
10-6.
too easy.
Bro, y'all
10-6
play the Vikings, and you just noted that y'all run defense isn't good enough. That team is good enough to win just on Adrian Peterson's
Mhm.
leg
Not-
in the regular
but
season.
against a bad
In the
team.
regular season, and y'all defense is not
I mean,
great.
yeah, y'all
defense is
good.
not
That's
great.
what I'm
We got a draft coming. Actually,
Oh
our
my God.
front 7 isn't that bad.
The Vikings
Our
legit
secondary
almost
is
beat
mediocre.
the Seahawks in the playoffs just
Mhm.
running on Adrian Peterson. If it wasn't for the field goal kick
They're
that this
not
man
good. Their
misses in the-
defense is.
That's because that Seattle's defense, Seattle's offense isn't the same as our offense. We have a high more power offense than they do when Romo is healthy. Let me get that out there.
So,
When
yeah.
Romo's healthy.
I'm
I'm
bet-
banking,
wait,
I'm banking
more
on
high
that
power than
astronomical health that the
Vikings?
Warriors had.
yeah.
Oh my God. No.
This schedule goes on
I just
health.
No.
So
No.
Health.
No.
y'all don't. You know what?
Easiest.
Here's the tricky thing of what the Cowboy fans do. Y'all go and look at Des Bryant, and you said it's the high-powered offense. It's deadly.
just-
No.
just-
That's
okay,
exactly.
okay.
Give me a reason. Okay, this is exactly what Cowboy fans they go and note Des Bryant. They go and note Jason Witten. They're like, we have a high-powered offense. Jason Witten is not. When you say high-powered, I'm thinking, boom. I'm thinking you're like top of the score of scoring averages in the league.
Like burning up.
Come on,
defenses.
2 years ago we were.
Y'all were leading in rushing
And
And
point.
rushing.
We were leading in point,
and
but we
rushing
was
and
top in
yard-
points.
and yards and,
And
yards
we was
and
actually
rushing.
9th in rushing last year.
But y'all offense.
Derek
offense.
McFadden,
Go ahead.
Derek McFadden was 9th by himself. He didn't even start the whole season.
Y'all offense. Darren McFadden. Here's the thing about that. I don't know if he was 9th alone. I know the Dallas Cowboys were rated as a team as 9th in rushing. They were rated as a team in 9th. I don't know if Darren McFadden alone was rated 9th in rushing.
Yeah.
But I know the team was ranked at 9th. But I'm looking at this. Y'all have to play the Vikings. Y'all got to play the Packers, and
Teams with high offenses.
y'all play the Bengals. Like, I'm looking here, y'all play the Steelers. Come on. I'm not saying that y'all is destined the Cowboys will lose to these teams, but 10-6 seems reasonable. That I think y'all will lose 2 games in your division.
14-2.
Derek McFadden was 4th in the league
in rushing.
in rushing.
Hey, go Darren.
Right? But I mean, granted, last year's rushing leader was only not even 1,500 yards. So
Wait, but Todd Gurley that of them.
Todd Gurley was 3rd.
Todd Gurley was.
That's how you know the rushing was.
And Todd Gurley had like 1,000.
1,100.
And then who was second?
Doug Martin, 1402. That was a big gap. 1402 within AP.
Dang.
At 1485.
The
But
rushing.
still, he was 4th. I'm just saying. And we was 9th. So there we go.
So the rushing
High-powered.
the rushing numbers weren't even that great. Yeah, y'all
High-powered.
high powered. That's not high powered.
High-powered.
That's using stats for deception.
It's not.
That's what it's called.
He's
Like, I could go pull up Todd Gurley and be like, "Oh, we're high powered." No, we
No,
are
y'all
not.
don't
No,
receivers
no, we are
or a
not.
quarterback.
We have Tavon Austin. He's fast.
Chill.
He can burn. He
Chill.
can burn rubber.
Chill.
Exactly.
He can't catch rubber.
I can make
That's the argument,
I can make an argument based on this personnel and trying to sway an argument in a way that makes it sound like we have. I could go make a case for the Patriots. Oh, they have the most electric offense. They got Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman, blah blah blah. They might not even let the league
blah blah blah. Nope. Where it ended.
Huh?
As soon as you said blah
Danny
blah,
Amendola.
No.
So I can keep reeling off names, man. Yeah, I can keep. Huh?
Did the Panthers lead in scoring?
Yeah, the Panthers led in scoring. And who did they got? And who did they have? Exactly. They had Ted Ginn Jr. and Corey Brown.
Hey,
you know what?
I'm just saying.
Greg Olsen playing.
Oh yeah, and Greg Olsen. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Playing like his mentor Jason Witten,
who
taught him everything he knows. Who taught Tony Gonzalez everything he knows?
Guess what? He ain't teach him. Guess what? He ain't teach him.
That's how. That's how great.
He ain't teach him how to get to the Super Bowl.
Jason Witten's so great. He taught Tony Gonzalez how to play.
He didn't teach him how to get to a Super Bowl. Huh? He didn't teach him what a ring looked like. They both still don't know, but at least Greg Olsen knows how the Super Bowl tastes.
Hey,
he got a taste.
You said what?
Oh my god.
Hey, we're all at home, aren't we? It don't matter if you're in the playoffs. At the end of the day, we're both at home. That's what we all are. We're all at home watching the Super Bowl on TV.
Same thing with the Panthers. They were at home after that Super Bowl.
But at least they were in the game.
Oh, yeah,
at least they're in the game.
Yeah,
everybody was watching them. We had our Doritos and nachos watching them.
Look, they got a taste of the stadium air.
LeBron,
they got a taste of the stadium.
They got to congratulate Peyton Manning. What's it called? Jason Witten was at home. Like, I'll text him.
He'll get my tweet.
It's better to lose before the Super Bowl than in the Super Bowl.
I don't
know about that.
Nah, man. I'd rather be top 2 team in the league than to be. Nah, man. I'd rather be top 2.
I'd rather be happy with my draft pick, losing early instead of going to the Super Bowl thinking I'm gonna win.
And guess what? That's I rather just miss the playoffs in general. Get a solid draft pick instead of getting knocked out in the first round, the second round, and then not have to get a nothing. Hello, Jason Witten. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They got robbed. They robbed us at the catch. There's no remember that.
That was 2 years ago.
It doesn't
that was
matter.
2 years ago.
We didn't make it last year.
So what about? So last year they didn't make it. And then the year before the catch happened. What happened the year before that?
We lost.
And the year before that?
We lost.
And the year before that?
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
What about the Rams? Where are they at?
At home. We've been at. You're right. We've been at home. The Rams. We've been stockpiling. But this ain't about the Rams. It's about Jason Witten and the Cowboys. That's what it's about. The Rams.
Hey, we making the playoffs at least.
You said what?
We making the playoffs at least.
What?
No, more than once.
Don't say we're making the playoffs at least. Greg Olsen has made the playoffs at least. He's been in the playoffs routinely. The Panthers have made the playoffs for the past 2 to 3 years.
No,
the Dallas Cowboys.
Last year.
The Dallas Cowboys.
2 years ago, they didn't make it.
Yeah, and notice how many years did the Dallas Cowboys made the playoffs in the last 10 years?
3 times.
What? Twice.
3.
Twice. Y'all have made it twice.
3.
Y'all made it the year Terrell Owens was there.
And we made it the past 2 seasons.
No, y'all didn't make it the past 2 seasons. Y'all made it 2 years ago. And that was it. It's been twice in the past 10 years. Twice. And all of Greg and Jason Witten's tenure. It's been 10 years. 10 years.
And only been twice.
Twice. 10 years. 10 years.
Hey, that's we still been there.
Hey, y'all have been there. I give y'all credit. Y'all made it there twice in 10 years. You know what? 20% is
better than 0.
It's a good strike. You're right. It's better than
it's
0.
Always better than 0.
I rather have my draft picks and build up my team than just be there just to say I'm there. Right now, all
the been there by now with these draft picks.
Hey,
y'all be getting top 5 every year and can't make it yet. Y'all like this.
Hey,
y'all like
credit. We was 15 this year. And then we traded up. You know what? This is a good segue.
It's still top 5.
Hey, but we had a trade day. We had a trade to get there. Segue. Let's segue into that topic actually. So let's go on to 76ers. They tanked. No, don't do us like that. Y'all know darn well the Cleveland Browns is the NFL 76ers. Come on. No, come on now.
Come on.
And haven't we beat y'all in like half these times in these past few years? Last year, the year before last, when y'all were 12-4, y'all beat us. The year before that, we beat y'all. And the year before that, we beat y'all. So for a team that sucks so bad, y'all seem to lose, which is why the Dallas Cowboys will go 10-6 because y'all can't beat the sucky teams on a consistent basis.
Now.
Oh yeah, now you can. Now you can. History seems to be against you.
We broke that January stigma.
Oh, okay.
So keep going.
One year doesn't do you justice.
These Rams.
Okay, now you want to talk about the Rams. All right, let's segue, y'all. So the Rams recently, this past week, they traded up to move into the top 5, or actually to the number 1 pick. It's kind of like a flip flop of what happened with the RG3 scenario, because back in that draft in 2012 draft, the Rams traded the number 2 overall pick to the Redskins for three second round picks and 2 first round picks back then. And now it seems they pretty much played the reverse role where they've went on and traded with the Tennessee Titans for the number 1 overall pick, and they gave the Titans the number 15 pick, 2 second round picks, which is the 43rd pick and the 45th, the 3rd round pick, which is the 76th pick for this draft, and then they give them the 1st and 3rd round pick of next year's draft. So when you look at those things, it seems like the Rams are giving quite a bit to the Titans in order to get this whole draft situation to work out. And then in return, they got the 4th round pick, the number 113th pick, and then the 177th pick. So, gentlemen, do you guys think the Rams gave up too much to move up to the number 1 spot in this draft? Rashad, what's off with you? What do you think?
The Rams, they had that addiction itch of being in the top 5, so they had to make sure they go get this pick. They had to make sure they go get the top 5 pick.
You're gonna keep firing shots. I'm gonna come back for the Cowboys.
They gave up 2 arms, they left leg, and they house to get this first pick for a quarterback who's not even gonna be off bat. Which I'm gonna show y'all again. Oh, y'all just the 76ers.
All right, Khalid. Do you think the Rams give up too much?
They gave up way too much. I'm looking at this right now. So this is what the Rams got: the 1st round pick, the 4th round pick, and the 6th round pick. So y'all give away a 2 second round, a 3rd round, and a 1st round for just 1 1st round, which would be the overall pick, and then a 4th and a 6th round. So after you get that first person, you're not even gonna be in the draft for 2 whole rounds.
Yeah, man,
that's crazy. And then you have them having 6 picks for the Titans, and y'all only have 3. I don't think the trade was equal. It was not an equal trade at all, and it's just crazy because they could have kept what they had right now and been able to develop the team way more. But now y'all gonna have the best player in the NFL draft.
He's not the best player.
Well, they can choose the best player. And then they'll have 4th round and 6th round picks. And it's just not the same thing as having a 2nd round or 2 second rounds actually and a 3rd round. And then not to mention you gave away your 1st round pick for the 2017 draft. They're not even here.
Yeah. Well, here's the reason why they did all this, because what's been holding the team back all these years, which has kept us out of the playoffs, as Rashad alluded,
the whole team.
Even isn't that it? If it's our whole team, then the Dallas Cowboys need to go call Tony Romo's agent, because Tony Romo has a big part in that too. And we at least don't have a quarterback. Y'all do have one, and y'all still can't make the playoffs. And we're actually in a tougher division.
We do make the playoffs.
Hello. Y'all made the playoffs once.
Come on.
Once.
It doesn't matter. Y'all could have made it.
We have the Seahawks and the Cardinals on our division. We can at least beat them. Y'all still split with half these teams.
Why can't you win more games than them?
He said what?
Why can't you win more?
Because they're better teams. They actually have a quarterback. We don't have a quarterback, which is why they made this trade, because they wanted a quarterback, because the Rams was held them back all these years. They thought a few years ago when they used the pick on Sam Bradford is that they would pick up a quarterback, which the Cowboys probably should use the 4th pick on the quarterback, because Lord knows Tony Romo ain't getting them nowhere. But yeah, I'm just telling the truth. I'm not here. You trying to come for the Rams. I told you want to keep coming for the Rams. I'm going to fire shots at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just saying. How is a team America's team? You only made the playoffs twice in 10 years. A potential dynasty? What did you just say?
A dynasty?
To become a dynasty, you have to actually win a ring, I think.
Hey, they're starting this year. Don't worry on it.
What? The Dallas Cowboys have been starting for the past 5 years. I'm just saying. That's all Dallas Cowboys are saying. Well, we get to the chip this year. Oh yeah, we
make it. The year we was really supposed to make it, where everybody said we're going to make it, we got robbed.
All right.
Get robbed.
Last year we knew we weren't going to make it because we got
and y'all robbed the Lions, but y'all don't mention that. Y'all don't mention that. Dallas Cowboys only mention. Here's the thing: Cowboys fans only mention plays that are in favor of them. You don't mention in that wild card round or in the in that first playoff game when you played the Lions, that pass interference call. Nobody. Oh, it wasn't to Dallas Cowboy fans. And then guess what? The rest of the world, that wasn't a catch. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry.
Everybody said it's a catch except the officials.
Apparently, against league rules, it's not. That's why y'all didn't make it.
Which is why it's getting changed.
Y'all didn't make it to the chip.
Which is why it's getting changed, because they knew.
Make it to the chip.
They knew they took.
It took 2 years. It took 2 years for it to get changed.
But it got changed.
It takes 2 years.
Because of Des Bryant catch.
It wasn't because of Des Bryant's catch. The catches that they highlighted this year was the Odell Beckham catch that was in the end zone that they didn't rule. They actually ruled a touchdown, even though he bobbled it, then dropped it. So people are like, "What is a touchdown?" At this point?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, but anyway,
which both those teams are better than the Rams.
The Rams made this play so they could get. You know what? You can keep talking about how this team is better. It's the same thing. If you want to talk about. See, here's the thing. Don't use this argument. No, don't use this argument for the Rams. No, you're not gonna kind of come for my team like this. If you're gonna be a Laker fan and try to talk about the Lakers are a good team, so every person that talks about the Lakers now, you have to be quiet because every team is better than the Lakers right now. But we just have championships. So all the Dallas Cowboys have on their name right now is championships. But guess what? Y'all ain't been to the bowl. Y'all ain't been to
the only way I talk about the Lakers is because you got the man. Ice in my veins.
No, you can't. The Lakers suck. You been talking about the man that averaged 13 points? Yeah, there's no reason to talk about him. There's also a guy in Minnesota that averages a double-double. There's a guy in Philadelphia that people said should have took him that has averages 17 points. So if you want to talk about the Rams in that way, when people talk about the Lakers, I just want to see you quiet. You can't say a thing. You can't mention championships. You can't mention nothing. Because guess what? Those teams are better than the Lakers. So you can't. You don't. Whenever people talk about the Lakers, you don't say nothing about championships.
No.
Championships. Oh, we sinning today. We are sinning today. We are lying. Oh, I like it. Oh,
the championship argument is the easiest one.
This is the Dirty Sin Show.
We had Rudy on the show. And
this is the Dirty Sin Show.
We said how bad the Lakers are. I was like, don't say they're bad. Because you got Kobe on the team. Kobe not on the team no more.
The Lakers are bad. And no, but any other,
bad.
whenever you argue with any other team, if a Cleveland fan or somebody fan try to argue about the Lakers, you would make the case about champion. Kobe averaged 17 points with Stephen Curry's over there averaging 30. So Kobe's not even better than him right now. So there's no case to make for the Lakers right now. There was no case. But you would make the case for Kobe because what? Kobe got 5 rings. That's the reason why you say Kobe. He got 5 rings. You ain't gonna say Tony Romo over Tom Brady because Tony Romo don't got nothing. That's exactly the reason why. Guess what? Tony Romo has the same amount of rings that Sam Bradford had when he got drafted. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the truth.
But we see who had a better career though. We see who could constantly stay on one team though, because he's better.
We can see who both don't got rings at the end of the day. Isn't rings what makes you relevant?
No.
Huh? Unless you're having Dan Marino numbers, which Tony Romo doesn't, you ain't relevant. I'm sorry. When we talk about top 3 quarterbacks in the league, guess who's left off the list? Tony.
Guess who else?
I'm just telling the truth.
Sam
ain't on our team no more. I care less about him. He ain't on my team no more. I don't care about him.
Who we got on that team?
I don't care about him.
I don't even know who the quarterback is on your team.
People shouldn't know who Tony Romo is. They only know him because he never gets y'all there. That's the only reason why we know him, because he don't get y'all there. I'm just telling the truth, right?
What
does everybody talk about Tony Romo? The month that chills Tony Romo the most is December and January. Guess what? Because he gets cold. He can't finish off the season. The boy loves some November. He loves some Thanksgiving, but when it comes to December and January, the boy freezes up like a freaking.
My man starts shivering.
Yeah, he starts shivering.
When Tony Romo plays, he broke those stereotypes.
Let me stop.
I'm just saying.
Let me stop going down on Dallas Cowboys and spitting facts.
The fans didn't want y'all no more. Y'all suck so
bad. Is that why they were begging us to come back?
They won't beg y'all to come back.
They were
celebrating.
You didn't see all the signs. You watched Rams games.
Finally, our Cardinals can shine here because that's all we have.
You see.
Bro, they love the Rams.
You don't want me to go to Dallas? Please don't make me do it because Dirk Nowitzki's the only thing that got y'all a ring in the past 10 years. Don't make me do it, please. Don't make me do it. Dallas Cowboys might as well bounce and go to St. Louis now because the fans there are used to not having a ring. Actually, the Rams got them a ring more recently than the Cowboys got them the Dallas a ring. Yeah, you should go to St. Louis and learn what it feels like. Yeah, they actually got a ring within the past 2 decades.
Man,
I'm just saying, man. You know what? Let me just focus. I'm sorry.
Like
he wanted to come for the Rams. I did come for the Cowboys, but you wanted to come for the Rams too because we were talking about the Cowboys. We were even talking about the Rams.
Is there some comments from people who saying how bad your team is?
Is there some comments from some people?
Can we see if there's some comments?
Is there some comments from people talking about how consistently inconsistent your team is? Let's see. At least we consistently 7-9. Nope.
I mean, you can't go nowhere from there. Y'all stuck in the. I mean, y'all were top 5.
And here's the thing: we're 7-9. We didn't have a quarterback. Y'all were 8-8 for like 3 to 4 straight years with a quarterback, with Jason Witten, with all those guys, and still couldn't make the playoffs. Our excuse is that we didn't have the best, the most important position on the field. We were 7-9 last year. All we had was a running back. All we had was Todd Gurley.
I mean, y'all didn't play nobody but y'all division games.
We didn't play nobody by our division, but we happened to play the Packers. We happened to play the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? If you were up on the Rams, then holler at me about the Rams. If you watch it, I have to watch the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all are on the TV all the darn
because
time.
we're America's team.
But you can't.
Hey, no one wants to watch the Rams. I'm just saying.
Hey,
y'all,
Los Angeles.
Continue to waste picks.
Hey, I'm saying,
like the 49ers.
I'm saying,
76.
continue to have your picks be nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather keep picking than have my pick sit there and do nothing.
Maybe
for
right
me.
in the middle.
The best pick that's actually doing something for y'all right now is Des Bryant. That's it. Oh, and nobody even look at this picture of the schedule on the NFL website. Look at the picture of the schedule. Let me show you. Guess what? Guess who's on the cover? Not even Tony Romo. Not even the quarterback. Every other team is the quarterback. You want to know why? Because the quarterback's relevant. But for the Cowboys, it's your pitcher guy. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show it to the camera. Guess who it is. Let's take a vote. Who do y'all think it is? Is it Tony Romo? Is it Jason Witten? Or is it Des Bryant?
Des Bryant.
Oh my goodness! Who is that right there holding up the X?
What number is that?
Oh my! Who is that? That's Des. Oh my! Look at that! Is it Tony? No, Tony Nomo? No,
Tony Nomo.
Nah, man, it ain't Tony. I'm just saying. Outside. Well. It ain't Tony. But y'all, yeah, the Rams. I do think they gave up too much. They did give up a bit too much, but I understand the reason behind it because the quarterback's been the position that's held you back all these years, and you just needed to get over the hump and just essentially be able to get yourself into that conversation with the teams like the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals, because the quarterback position is what's holding y'all back, because the Rams defense has been able to make plays for them over the past few years, even though you did lose some pieces on defense to free agency. And then Todd Gurley was your offensive rookie of the year. Somebody on our team got an award, but he didn't even catch it. But that position has always been where it's at. I think that this was a large overhaul to give for it'd be different if you had a guy like Andrew Luck in the draft that everybody was like, yeah, he's the consensus number one pick. But because we have you have Carson Wentz and Jared Goff, people are still a bit uncertain on, as in terms of Carson Wentz having played in North Dakota, and then Jared Goff from how his production trailed off at Cal. I feel as though that's kind of what makes people feel a bit eerie about how much the Rams gave up to go and get either one of the two guys that still has question marks about it. Whereas it'd be different, like I said, like if it was a guy like Andrew Luck, it was a guy like Peyton Manning that everybody was like, yes, he's going to be a franchise guy, and he's worth all this trading away to go up and get. And it also would be something if it was like kind of like how it was last year, but when it was Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota 1 and 2,
mm-hmm.
how people were saying that if Tampa Bay would have took Marcus Mariota, you don't necessarily lose. And the same thing with Tennessee. If you would have taken Jameis Winston second, you don't lose either. So I feel as though that's kind of how the reason why this trade is under so much speculation. But let's move on to our last segment of the day today, y'all. And we're gonna be talking about the NBA playoffs. And we had a good weekend of NBA playoff games. A couple of blowouts. It definitely was a couple of blowouts. Yeah. Last night's game was a blowout. The Cleveland game was a really good game. I thought Cleveland for a second might have lost it, was about to lose that game. And then the San Antonio Spurs game was a blowout. OKC's game was a blowout. Mm-hmm. But, guys, if you guys had to pick an upset in this playoff series, which series would you say was most likely an upset would occur? Colin, let's hear your thoughts. Which series do you think would most likely result in an upset?
I'm going to give you one, and then I'm going to give you a possible. I think one upset might be – I want to give it to let me see. Because I had one, and then I was just looking at the score. I was like, psh. My possible one, though, is the Pistons and the Cavs. Like, that game was so close that game was so close.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me you think the Pistons will be able to upset the Cavs in 7 games?
Nah.
Wait,
I said it's a possible.
Okay,
I said it's a possible.
Okay,
yeah, it's a possible.
I'm gonna let you.
It's a possible.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you flourish. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you flourish.
Yeah, do you think?
That game was kind of iffy. Celtics and the Hawks, they a good series. That's a 4 and a 5. It's not like really obvious upsets. There's like low key upsets that'll possibly happen. I don't want to say it, but probably the biggest upset would probably come from the Clippers.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because that trouble, 95 and 115, that's 20 points, but still,
So
that's still 95 points.
So you think that's the most likely upset?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rashad, what about you?
See, I'm looking at this, and the game. I mean, the game people want to say is, I feel like most people want to say like you got the Celtics and the Hawks, which means Celtics would be an upset. But technically, is that really an upset when it's 4-5?
Yeah, they got the
Because,
same.
I mean,
yeah,
we say the higher seed wins the upset, but at the same time they're 4-5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one most people be like, yeah, I can see that happening. But honestly,
I
don't know if that's an upset. But I do upset is I told you guys my new favorite player once Kobe retires, PG Trece, is coming through and he's dominating. Watch him dropping 27 in the second half. The Pacers will beat the Raptors. Upset city.
See, I had picked initially the Celtics and the Hawks to be upset, but then that Avery Bradley injury has got me like on pins and needles now, because now it seems like he's unlikely because he strained his hamstring. It seems like he's unlikely now to finish off the playoffs, the rest of the series. So now I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't know.
Is that an upset?
I mean, the seeding would warrant it to be the upset, but
I mean, that's 4-5, and they have the same record too.
I mean, it'd be like,
I mean, I wanted to say that too, but I just
it'd be like, so it'd be the same thing if you said if the Portland upset the Clippers, they're 4-5, but that'd be a big upset because nobody thinks Portland.
Oh yeah,
and they're still 4-5. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's still a 4-5 thing. So I feel as though that still essentially works the same way. But I think maybe we're not looking at it as upset because of the difference in talent.
Mm-hmm.
But
and it's 53-29 versus 44-38.
Yeah, but I still feel as though even though it's 4-5, that'll still be an upset. But now that Avery Bradley got hurt, I don't know if they would, because he was their best wing defender, and he was checking Kyle Korver the whole time, and he was moving between Kyle Korver and Jeff Teague and Dennis Schroeder. So now I'm a little bit iffy on that. One. And then like Rashad was pointing out, the Toronto and the Indiana series about that. I mean, we have one game to see now about that game, so we kind of, it's easier to kind of say it's an upset because they lost.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were just coming into the series and just saying who would win, here's the thing about Toronto for me, because Toronto it's hard not to act like we didn't see game one. So with that game one under the belt and having seen how they played in that game one, you're seeing, because they were winning against the Pacers for most of the time, and then like he said, Paul George came through and he told us, he looked at the bench and told them, I got us. And then he really did have.
He said, I got to do what Kobe did.
I got to put the team on
my back.
Yeah, and he really showed up and he played. And it's one of those things that you're looking at it. He's the primary defender on DeMar DeRozan, and Paul George is a 6'9", 6'8" dude. DeMar DeRozan is about 6'7", 6'6", and Paul George was giving him problems. He was struggling with Paul George guarding him.
Problems.
So what?
Him and Kyle Lowry.
And the thing is, Kyle Lowry was just so off. I didn't get it, because it's not like George Hill or Monte Ellis was strapping up Kyle Lowry. He was honestly just missing. And I was looking at it, and Kyle Lowry was just off. He was honestly just having an off night, because he was missing shots. He was missing runners in the lane. He normally hits. He was missing legit point blank layups. I was like, what is going on with Toronto? And they were at home. I was like, yo, y'all need to get Drake away from courtside, do something, because he's just doing something to y'all, because it's just not working out.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if you look at the Raptors, they're just the Bengals. That's honestly what they are.
They're a good regular season team.
They're a good regular season team that can't win in the playoffs.
And it's amazing to me, because last year you get swept by the Wizards. That's why I thought they would at least advance to the next round, because
advance. So you mean say we get to the
advance to the next round. Because I didn't have that kind of faith in Toronto, because the next round they play Miami, and I never, even before this,
you can't pick against them.
Huh?
You can't pick against Miami.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pick against Dwayne Wade, Hassan Whiteside, and the crew, especially if Chris Bosh. If Chris Bosh was healthy, if Chris Bosh was healthy, man, I would be loving to see Cleveland and Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals.
If you think about it, Miami ain't lost to Cleveland this year.
They haven't. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They're a good matchup for Cleveland, and Miami's what, the 3 seed?
Yeah.
So they're right behind Toronto and Cleveland. So I'm not gonna pick Toronto to beat them.
I mean, that could be a good Eastern Conference matchup.
It could be. You know what I'm saying? We could have one. I just wish Chris Bosh was healthy. I honestly wish he was healthy. It sucks that he's going through this whole blood clot thing. and all that. It honestly sucks. I wish him good health. I hope he gets better and can play, because these past 2 seasons, you could honestly say if Chris Bosh is healthy, you don't know where the Heat would have ended up. I mean, last year they didn't make the playoffs, obviously. But that helped them in a sense because they got Justice Winslow with that 10th pick.
Great bench player coming from him.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And
sometimes
then
he starts too.
And then what's his name? Josh Richardson is that name? Or,
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
emerged out of
balling.
nowhere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He's balling. Like Pat Riley is finding these guys out of nowhere. Every single time they need a need or something, Pat Riley goes and gets the guy and brings it in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's the championship culture that is in Miami, and so that's why it's hard. I guess it would. Because I really don't have faith in the Celtics like that anymore since Avery Bradley got hurt. But then watch them be like, well, watch this. Isaiah Thomas or something like that's going to be like, watch this. But, yeah, I probably agree with Rashad. It'd be Indiana and Toronto, because Toronto just seems like when it comes to the big lights, they kind of shrink. And then I just can't believe he was that. DeMar DeRozan got strapped up. Like, I just can't stress how badly he got strapped up. But, all right, y'all, that's going to wrap it up for today. Before you're going to say? What are you going to say?
At least Toronto knows what it feels like to be in the playoffs, unlike those Rams.
Oh, he just had to say that.
I can add a little bit more time. You want it. Okay. At least Cleveland knows what it gets to like to get to the finals, even though they lost. All right, at least the Panthers
applies to your team.
At least the Panthers, it does apply to my team, but it's not like your team is exempt either. Your team has the talent. That's the problem. People pick your team to go to the Super Bowl, but where they always been at home. My team, nobody picking my team. I have no problems. Every season I'm stress free. Y'all Dallas Cowboy fans always sitting there watching the TV. I hope Redskins lose. I hope the Redskins lose. We're almost there. We just need one game, just lose. And then one time y'all were in position to beat the Redskins to make the playoffs, and you lost because you know why? The Dallas Cowboys are some losers over the past 10 years, and so are we. We all suck. That's exactly the point. Don't talk about my team. We just lose a little bit better than y'all, and we get draft picks for it. Y'all just lose, and y'all in the same spot. Y'all the same spot. That's exactly.
What happened? Where's Chris Long?
Where's Chris Long?
Where's Sam Bradford?
Hey, where's Austin? Where's Austin? Miles Austin.
Miles Austin wasn't the first.
Where's DeMarco Murray? Huh? He's on the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, he's on the Tennessee Titans. He was y'all leading rusher a few years ago.
He was.
But y'all weren't smart enough to keep him. No, and y'all let him go.
He wanted too much money.
Winners pay the money. Winners pay the money.
Hey,
you want to win, you pay the money.
Pictures ain't getting paid like that.
You said what?
The people on pictures ain't even getting paid like that. Even Gronk ain't getting paid like that.
But they weren't leading receivers. Gronk is getting paid. Gronk is getting paid. Tom Brady took a pay cut so Gronk could get paid. Maybe you should tell that advice to Tony. He wants to win. You know what I mean? Maybe you should take a little bit of advice.
The pieces and we're getting the last piece.
Remember that game when they played the Patriots? He tapped Tom Brady and said, "I see you in February." February. Come on, man. See him in February on the TV.
Hey, at least he had the
call him collect
that because your team had no chance of making it at all.
No. You said he had the opportunity to do that. When on the phone? Yeah. Last time I checked, the Dallas Cowboys didn't make the playoffs this year. Last time I checked, 2 years ago when the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, the Patriots handled their business. Where's Sony?
We got robbed.
Was he at home?
Stop bringing up the year we got robbed.
Was he at home?
We got robbed.
That's y'all best season. That's the season y'all always go to when y'all want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
We got cheated.
But y'all lost.
Because we got cheated.
Y'all lost. All I heard is that in the end of the L. Both our seasons ended in L. We were just at home sooner, enjoying vacation. That's all it was. Y'all were on the road more longer.
Y'all go on vacation way early.
Take notes from the Dallas Cowboys.
Y'all go on vacation in week 12.
Take notes from the Dallas Cowboys.
Y'all go on vacation week 12.
Who takes notes from the Dallas Cowboys? Huh?
Y'all go on vacation week 12.
Who takes notes from the Dallas Cowboys? The Toronto Raptors. That's who take notes from the Dallas Cowboys. Actually, I forgot. Toronto made the playoffs. The Washington Wizards, right? That's who take notes because they played the playoffs in the past 2 seasons. But Dallas Cowboys made the playoffs in the past 2 out of 10 years. So I guess the Washington Wizards would apply. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Last time they made the playoffs was before these past 2 years. Last time they made
season.
Huh?
Finish a 16-game season.
We do finish.
Y'all lose hope because y'all already know when the division's won when the Seahawks was 2-3. There was like the Seahawks has clinched the division. That's how bad you guys were.
Nobody said the Seahawks got clinched. Don't do that because you can say that in the NFC East. A team could have been 3-6 in the NFC East this year and been like we clinched the division. That division was so bad. At least we can say our division is tough. So we actually have competition going into the playoffs. Yeah, oh, it's all right.
It's
It's all
all
right.
right.
But then when you were making the case for San Francisco's toughest schedule, you want to talk about the divisions. So,
Talk about the Rams.
oh, now it's all right. Now it's all right. Now we're talking about the Rams.
Rams.
Oh, so you want to switch the argument
Yes.
for when you're talking about, okay, all right.
Oh my
Y'all, that's going to wrap it up for KBR Sports today. It's been the best sports talk show of the 24-hour day. Coming to you on WODG Studios, the best in college radio. Listen to us on Rabble TV, on Spreaker, and here on YouTube. And also tweet us our KBR Sports Twitter handle at KBR_sports. Also subscribe to our KBR Sports YouTube channel. You can see our past shows and past segments on there. And also listen to us on iTunes, where you can listen to our past podcasts on there. Make sure y'all tweet us and leave comments on the YouTube videos so we can read your YouTube comments.
And Rabble.
Yeah, and also Rabble. So, all right, y'all. That's going to be it for today.